Hello. Tonight on Philosophy Corner we'll have a film report on a new philosopher, Confucius.
Confucius, he say,
Confucius, the aggressive philosophy. We'll be examining a new theory of Noam Chomsky's that Plato wore no panties, and we'll be bringing you some more entries in our abuser philosopher competition, in which a chemist from Tynemouth has called Nietzsche a silly little oik, a Mrs. Harpenden of Leicester has said that Jean-Jacques Rousseau was a froggy fatty, and a Miss Brackett's Pamela Betterment of the Tenements Bilston has referred to Empedocles of Acragas as a half-baked bubble git with the brains of a Burke. But first, we examine a report that leading West End stores are selling their own philosophy. And we ask the question, is the viability of empirical knowledge simply the denial of a priori concepts of essence, or is the existential state, in the teleological sense of Karl Popper's falsifiability criterion, another form of Occam's razor, or is it all just a big con? Ray Laycock is chief philosophy salesman at a leading London West End store.
This is simply not true. In this store's philosophy department, we provide the best, the most exclusive, and certainly the most expensive philosophy in the world. What is more, our philosophy is sold by proper salesmen in suits and not flogged by scruffy little Indians. Mr. Plato?
Yes, sir.
This gentleman is interested in learning a little of our store's philosophy.
Certainly, sir. What income bracket were you thinking of, sir?
Well, what is that?
Well, Fortnum and Mason philosophy starts at around £14,000 per annum, sir, and goes on up. Our store's philosophy starts at £20,000 per year.
Well, how does it work?
Well, it is based, sir, on what Immanuel Kant calls pure wealth. We pander to the rich.
Isn't that a bit sycophantic?
It's much, much more rewarding, sir. Marshall and Snellgrove philosophy states that if a man has no money, he is as a tiny piece of ordure in the sight of extremely rich people.
I see.
It is as easy, sir, for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven as it is to stick a needle in a camel. Over the bridge, sir, Pet's department, where maudling the camel awaits the doubter's needle. Conclusive proof, I feel, sir.
Well, unfortunately, I'm rather poor.
If you are poor, sir, then you should sell all you have and give it to the extremely rich.
Well, what's the point of that?
Well, it makes them much, much, much richer, sir. Harrod's philosophy teaches that all wealth belongs to the extremely rich.
Yes, but someone could always steal from the rich.
Then they must be killed, sir, for it is better to be dead than poor. This is a maxim from our gift department.
So if I was to lose all my money...
Then our philosophy department would betray you to our funeral department.
Ah, but I've already left my body to Swan and Edgar.
This cult of leaving bodies to London's West End stores is starting to bother the medical profession, who are fast running out of stiffs to mess about with.
Yes, we have hardly any left over for parties.
Last year, 50,000 people left their bodies to Selfridges, 25,000 left their bodies to Marks and Spencer's, and 14 left their bodies to me. What's to be done? Where can we put them?
Here, this is a fire lane.
What?
You can't act here, this is a fire lane.
Oh.
If there's a fire, this will be crowded with firefighting equipment, people running backwards and forwards.
Oh, with buckets?
Some with buckets, obviously, others bucketless.
Oh, I see.
But buckets or no buckets, this is a fire lane, and I must ask you to act elsewhere.
Will here do?
That's fine.
Oh, thank you. Come in.
Good morning, sir.
Ah, good morning.
Have you got the results of my intelligence test yet?
Ah, yes. You realise, of course, that intelligence tests are notoriously inaccurate.
Oh, yes.
Yes? And out of a score of a possible 200, of which the average person may get, say, 120, there may be an error of 10 or even 15%.
Oh, yes.
So they're not totally accurate.
No. How many did I score, sir?
Naught.
Naught?
Yes. 0.
0? Not too bad for a first try.
No.
Not very good, though.
No, not very good, obviously, no.
Not as good as someone who scored 180, for example.
No, nor even someone who scored, say, 3 or 4.
No.
Still, I shouldn't worry. You've got your name right at the top of the paper.
Oh, good, did I? I was worried about that.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I spent most of my time on that. I wanted to make sure I got it right.
Well, you did get it right. Perfectly right, and well done.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we don't normally give marks for getting your name right.
Oh, dear. Only, I spent most of the 2 hours on that.
Well, I think in your case I'm prepared to make an exception. I'm going to give you 2 marks for getting your name right.
2?
And that in itself takes you out of the moron class into the, for you, comparatively exalted reaches of cretin.
Cretin?
Yes.
I'm a cretin.
Yes, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
And that means you can join the cretin club.
Oh, golly!
Yes. Here's your cretin club tie. You can get the cretin club news bulletin. You can get a T-shirt with I am a cretin written on. You can get some cretin club cufflinks. You can go to the annual cretin club dinner.
You can't act here. This is a fire lane.
What?
If there was a fire, people would be up and down here.
Oh, with buckets?
Shut up. Now shove off. Shove off.